Before we get started, does anyone want to get out?
They shouldn't have given you ashy blokes YouTube.
And all I have to say is drizzle, drizzle.
All right, good people. This might not be long because it's just an open session. I'll drop the link in a bit. This is really reserved for the the knuckleheads that usually come to this channel or reply to this channel. So I don't know how it's going to go. If it's just the regular people, I'll be up here for half an hour. If other such people that I don't normally get, the ones who want to come in and reply to the open session uh, that really are not allowed on my other channel, my BJ Zipmore channel. Um, if they come through, it might be a little longer. But I just want to just try to give like an open session or something like that to feel some flack on this particular channel because this is what it's designed for. It's designed for flack. So I have a wee bit more patience over here than I would on my Earmore channel. So Andre, what's going on? Shelton, what's happening? Yeah, it's been a session. Okay, it's like the old days, kind of. It's kind of. I think this Friday it's like a throwback. So I don't know what it is about me throwing a mini coliseum on Friday that gets the juices flowing. But yeah, but it's a good thing, I suppose. T. Riddler, a family building warriors. Yeah. What's up, Toy? I thought you'd be asleep. What's going on, Salty? Yeah, I saw your email, Salty, and that is um, that is good old fashioned Art Bell back from the '90s. So I wish I could find his archives when they used to talk about that kind of stuff. But and that's what it reminded me. As soon as I saw it, I said, "Oh yeah, I've heard this, seen this." Because Art Bell and even Coast to Coast, they talked about this for the last 20 years. They don't talk about it as much, so it's kind of fallen out of favor. Almost like if you look, if you the three body problem kind of reminds me of that kind of connection. But if you think about it, it makes sense. If everything's connected, if the universe and God is all one thing, and we're just instances of such, and um, and we can tap into the collective unconscious, then remote viewing could be a thing. Okay, it could be a thing if you believe in um, out of body experiences and soul travel and all that kind of stuff. Then it makes sense about remote viewing. But it's never been why it's been talked about, but never widely proven. Green Pivot, Drizzle Drizzle, Dave Tao, what's going on? AB Media and Dusty, what's going on? Baby Smooth, what's happening? You really loved it. Yeah, it's old school, man. It's like, man, the old man can't do what he used to. He used to do that all the time. And half wife is halfway decent. Oh, it's VA. Okay, shout out to the VA, man. Craig, what's going on, man? When is the McRib coming back, man? Haven't seen McRib in about a year. I thought you was on vacation, Doc. Doc over here on the Troll Channel. Anyhow, said I don't have a lot to say. There's nothing prepared, so and uh, I'm hoping that some of these folks that have want to take issue with what I say or take issue with what I present for whatever reason will come up and have hopefully a rational discussion. The hard part is rational because most people get up and trying to sell their channel. That's why they get up there so they can beat their chest and sell their channel, which is not why I hold which is right now why I hold an open session. It's not there for you to sell your channel. Now, if people want to pimp your channel in the comment section and guide people to it, that's fine. Or if I ask you about it, you want to give me a brief description of what your channel does, that's also fine. But things to sell your channel and try to say that why your channel is supposed to be better than mine without proving it, that's when I have a problem. We need family building warriors. Yeah. Well, you know what? I don't have a problem with that, but that's blue pill. That is blue pill stuff. That is alpha your way through it, blue pill stuff. And that's not what I do. So if you try to classify it as red pill, it's absolutely not. But anyhow, I said Brazil, shit got real. Okay, I have no idea what that is, but you guys are talking to yourself. Gay Bay is the family building warrior. I have no clue, man. I have no clue. I have no clue what that's about. And that's blue pill stuff. And you're trying to sell a blue pill plan in a red pill space. Uh, and you ask me what my channel is about, and you try to tell me what my channel is about. You try to say that I've never promoted relationships or marriage or even given information about that kind of stuff, and I have. I always have. And the fact that you haven't seen it, but you say you follow me, or even when I give you the information, you don't understand it. That kind of depresses me because that means I haven't done my job. That I haven't relayed the information to you to where you can actually understand it. And these are supposed to be people that are actually being highly critical of me. They're actually testing my theories. Let's go to a little Maple Leaf.
Uh, yeah, I was gonna say like hello to Gabe, because Gabe like
It's not an argument with Gabe, okay? So,
Wait,
okay,
what
it's
happened?
Oh boy.
it's not an argument Gabe with Gabe. It's Gabe, like Gabe is Gabe, so
I
like
know
he
Gabe
talks
is
shit.
Gabe.
What?
Okay,
What?
Yeah,
I'm right. I'm in the room. I'm right here. What do
hold
you mean?
on,
yeah,
hold
like
on,
I
Gabe.
know you, I know you're in the room and you're
I'm
right
trying to
here.
deflect this, but you just got up here and you're trying to talk to Gabe. Okay, you're
Right?
supposed to be up here talking to me. Okay, this is not a session where we all get together in a room and start fighting with each other. Okay, it's not what it's about. That's why I'm trying to block this first. And if you want to say something to Gabe without starting some shit, go ahead. If not, you can go back to the chat and do that shit. Okay, is that clear?
Nah, I'm okay with the smoke.
I
You
don't.
got smoke for me?
Did I ask you? Is this your channel, man?
No, it's not. But it's a troll channel, so
It's,
I thought that anything kind of goes here.
no, no. What did I just laid out my first 5 minutes what this was for, right? I laid it out. Rational, right? Now, if you want to do now,
I
you
don't know. I
guys,
just got here.
well, then what you need was if you're late to class, what do you have to do?
Listen, this is not no class. Come on, man.
If
Come
you
on.
if you're late to class,
Come
what do
on.
you have to do? You have to listen, right? You've been through this, man. How many years you been through this shit? You know what to do.
No, I haven't. I'm
Gabe,
here
stop,
for
stop,
us.
stop,
I'm
stop,
here.
stop, 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 stop. Okay. Now, if you
Okay.
have something that I've presented that you have an issue with, you want to talk about, we can do that.
I do. I don't know what this other stuff was about, but the family building warrior thing. I had a question about that. So you said that you just said the family building warrior. You said that's blue pill stuff.
It's blue pill, yeah.
So
Yes,
building family, Andre, chill. So building families is blue pill.
Yes.
Whoa.
well, Gabe, like
I'm not talking to you, Andre. I'm not talking to you, man.
Andre, impulse control, right? If you have a problem with Gabe, do it on his channel, okay?
I don't have a problem with Gabe.
Well, then please be quiet, okay? Is that okay? Unless
the only reason why I was speaking up is
Gabe, I mean, Andre, is this a session for you? We just went through this last night, okay? Can you fall back and be quiet for a second? If you want to start your own channel and you can host anything you want, talk about anything you want, right?
Yeah, that is true.
Okay. You're on my channel. I've already laid out what I want to talk about and what this session is about, right? Okay. Now, you guys, you niggas had 7 hours, right? 7 fucking hours to go through anything you want, and you did. How many hours we spent on talk about what you want to talk about? About 3, right? Right?
I'm still
Right?
watching the playback,
Yeah,
but go ahead.
like
Right?
no disrespect or
Yes or
anything, man.
no?
My apologies. Can I speak
What?
next?
No, you cannot speak because this is what this session was not even designed for you. Okay?
Well, I was just asking if
Ain't
I
no
could speak
well
after
to
he's
it.
done.
Ain't no well. How old are you, man? How,
I was just asking if I could speak after he's done.
no, you can't. Okay? It's not even designed for you. Now, if you have something to bring up, you're not going at somebody else because it's not designed for that, right? I did this on this channel for people that don't normally get to speak on my other channels. Okay? I just said that. I just laid the whole thing out. Now, Family Building Warrior is blue pill. It's what the whole country, what the whole school school session and everything else is designed to do is to build families, get for people to get married, build families and whatnot. That is very, very blue pill.
So aren't families the foundation to societies?
It's blue pill. The whole blue pill thing is socialization. Is foundation to society. Yes, it is.
So how can the foundations of society be considered blue pill? Is it
What is
why?
oh, do you understand what blue pill is?
Yeah, it's like some type of idea that you are being blind to the reality of the situation that
No.
you're
Like blue pills, like the
explain
average
it,
person.
Andre. Yo, like nobody's talking to you, man. Chill.
I'll drop
You're talking to BGS.
I'll drop
All right.
Okay.
So
Blue
help me
pill,
then.
blue pill, if you go back to the matrix, is what you're socialized in society to do. Okay? Regardless of what the real truth is. Sometimes it's accurate, sometimes it's not. It's what you were sold in society to do for society's sake.
So
Go ahead, getting married, the white picket fence, the 2.5 children, blah, 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 is blue pill. And there's nothing wrong with it as long as it works.
that's a little. I don't really agree with that position because
Go back and look at it. Go back and look at the Matrix. We spent 20 years in philosophy with the Matrix. We ran it by philosophers. That's what it is.
Because there's a blindness that's associated with blue pill, right?
It is.
It's not just necessarily so. If you recognize that, hey, these are the foundations to society. This helps to build up a nation.
Mm-hmm.
Tax incentives. You have a partner throughout life, almost at times business entity, an additional business entity.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, sure, you can say it's blue pill, but I don't think that there's blindness in making a decision to start a family.
Okay,
that comes with the blue pill piece.
Okay, so okay, and I said this is Dr. Thunder, right? Okay, and Dr. Thunder is orthodox, right? And marriage is supposed to be life. There's not supposed to be any divorce, yada yada yada, right? That's what you're sold, okay? Okay,
that's Dr. Thunder. I don't say
I
that.
didn't say you said it. Okay, did I say Gabe said this?
You said that's what you're sold.
No. I'm saying that's what society is telling you. That's what you're sold. Okay. Is that not what they sell you? That marriage is for life, 2.5 children, you get old and you die with your partner, with your wife, right?
That's not everybody's philosophy of marriage, or everything that's what's sold, because that's the orthodox. Can I answer the question? Like you asked me to answer the question. I'm trying to answer.
All right, go ahead, answer. What I'm saying is, you're saying is that's not what they sell in public. That's what you're saying.
I think that's what they sell in Dr. Thunder's religious convictions, right? He just he doesn't think divorce is in any way a part of the equation once marriage comes into the picture. But I'm saying that I don't think that that's really what's being sold to society as a whole. Actually, they give a lot of reasons and examples for divorce being the case. But sure, that's a side subject. But
when you're a child and you're brought up to pick a wife, pick a partner, and blah, blah, blah. And we get into this all the time because I hear guys freak out about this all the time, right? That you're supposed to get a wife, you're supposed to get kids, and that's supposed to be it. There's no downside, there's no risk, there's none of that stuff. Okay, they don't tell you about they don't sell you on the downside. Okay,
I don't agree with that. I think that for anybody who's embarking upon something as serious as marriage, that it just implies risk. It implies that the other person can leave. I mean, we get so many different examples, but I guess my thing is that I just don't think that that's a blue pill concept if you recognize all of the potential risk of marriage and you continue and you decide to go into it. Like, I don't think that's blue pill just because you subscribe to marriage.
Red pill is when you start going over the risk. Okay, red pill is when you say that the average marriage only lasts 7 to 8 years. Women actually get out of it, file for divorce 80% of the time.
5
And
in the Black community.
and it's less than 5 in the Black community. Okay, and 80, and basically Black community has an 80% divorce rate. Okay, when they give you the white picket fence story, do they actually tell you all that?
Not in the white picket fence story, no. But I don't think that that's the white picket fence story and what Truth As I Know It considers as a family building warrior or family building. I don't think that those two are equivocal, because I think that there's risk in it. So I don't think that it's automatically assumed that if you're building a family that you're blue pill and you're not assuming the risk. That's my position.
So the family building warrior says that there's inherent risk, and if you venture, no matter which woman you pick, the inherent risk of your marriage failing is over 50%.
On average, yeah.
He says that.
He has spoken about different risks, like things like vetting or what comes in that vetting process and things to look out for. I have heard him speak about that. Yes. So I have heard it. Yep.
So in other words, family building warrior, okay, which implies that marriage is a good deal, okay, and I've asked him, and that if you vet properly, okay, if you absolutely vet properly, and you put your balls on the table, and that the likelihood of this happening to you down the line is not there as a family building warrior.
I don't think the only risk that he speaks about is that vetting. I don't think that was the only one, but I do want to leave it to him in order to explain that more if he's around. But like I from what I've heard him say, it doesn't sound like it's just an assumed blindness that's associated with blue pill when you go into marriage. I think that the fact that he takes it so seriously, I think that I don't think it's a blind decision that he.
What I heard of him and a question of him, he's selling the blue pill concept. What I heard, very much so.
I respectfully disagree, but I do think that he's probably the best expositor of that.
He is, and he hasn't done a very good job of it. It's the blue pill concept. Okay.
But so do you think that marriage as a whole, so even just taking Truth As I Know It out of it, do you think marriage as a whole, or it sounded like you were saying that what was sold as being marriage is a blue pill concept? Do you think just marriage as a whole is blue pill?
Marriage as a whole is blue pill.
Even if you assume the risk, even if you understand what the risks are,
even if you assume the risk, why are you getting married? Okay, if you assume the risk and it's a bad deal, if you look at it from a real red pill lens, a hardcore, even a black pill lens, hardcore black pill lens, red pill lens, that means you need to have if you're going to get married, for whatever reason you're going to get married, unless it's about money, okay, unless it's really about money, then you probably shouldn't do it. Red pill says marriage is a bad deal.
But how about in child rearing? So money, one thing that you think is a good thing, but how about raising children?
Even if raising children, you don't necessarily have to get married, okay? But even if raising children and you're married, okay, and you assume the risk, you assume that you're taking a bad deal.
I think it's a worse deal with raising children in a non-marital situation. Like I think that's blue pill.
If you if you basically, it can't be blue pill, because that's not what marriage and raising children out of wedlock is not sanctioned in a normal society. It's tolerated, but it's not sanctioned. Okay, it's outside of the normal parameters, so it's not blue pill.
But I would even think it's blue pill to say to think that procreating with someone who you really don't have long-term aspirations on being with, bringing a child up in that environment, like there's some level of blindness or ignorance that's there. Like
It's not, but it's not what's, but that's not, but that is not what you're socialized to believe in, is it?
What do you mean? Help me understand that. So you
Okay.
say we're not socialized to
In other
believe.
words, in other words, the society as a whole,
Yep.
in school, whatnot, whatever you hear, you're religious, you're political, all that kind of crap, right? They socialize you into believing in something. Say that you should, it's perfectly allowable to have a baby out of wedlock and not get married to that woman.
Society sells that. Yes, I agree.
They sell that.
So society does sell. So just like you said, society sells the picket fence and the 1.5 kids, 2.5 kids, and the marriage.
And
I think that society also says the opposite, that if you don't bring the kid up in that environment, then it's a bad thing. At least that's what I was hearing.
It's a bad thing, so it's not sanctioned. So that's not blue pill.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not blue pill.
I was agreeing with that. Yep.
Okay. The thing is, you have to understand what blue pill. Blue pill is what society brings you up to be the norm, according to how society deems a norm.
But then I think that you were saying that marriage is a bad deal.
It is a bad deal,
except for if you're talking about money. But I'm saying that I think that marriage is a good deal as it concerns child raising in comparison to raising children separately.
If that is what you want, and you're willing to take the acceptable risk of taking on a bad deal, and that's what you want, and you're red pill about it, or even black pill about it, you accept the risk that goes on with it. And when it goes south, you anticipate it.
So are you saying that red pill is just accepting the risk involved in the decision, whether it's marriage or non-marriage or child rearing in marriage?
Yes. Accept the risk.
So that doesn't sound like it makes marriage blue pill inherently. It just sounds like if it's blue pilled, if you're not considering the risk.
If you're talking about family building warriors and vetting, and this is your end game, okay? If marriage is an end game, then that's blue pill. Because red pill doesn't teach that marriage is an end game.
What does red pill teach as it concerns marriage? To just not get married and just have the kid.
But the thing, married
Nick Cannon,
Nick, that's black pill, but that's another story. That's Nick Cannon is black pill.
Okay,
but that's because according to the morally acceptable situation, right? That is not acceptable. What Nick Cannon is doing, not in this society. It's immoral what Nick Cannon is doing in this society. But
so then what is?
Sorry. So in other words, what he's doing is amoral for his own reasons. That's black pill.
So then what is the red pill position for child raising and child creation?
For child,
if it's not marriage,
there's bunches of them. Okay. Red pill could be you take your sperm, you buy an egg, you go get your surrogate, you raise a kid by yourself as a father.
Okay. Surrogacy.
Surrogacy.
Okay.
Yeah. The red pill is you move out of this society, as a passport bro, as an expat, finding the proper conditions to raise a family in that's outside the United States, where the conditions as far as marriage is concerned is intolerable. So marriage in another society is a good deal. Like the Philippines is a good deal. Why? Because it's because the Philippines doesn't sanction what is it called, divorce the same way the United States does.
But don't you think also red pill is not only considering the risk, but also the risk mitigators? So like the factors that contribute to long-term relationships, right? If you're not considering those and adding that into the risk equation, then I think that's blue pill as well. Because you can't just say like, hey, it's a bad deal, there's risk to it, these are the percentages on average, without also considering, hey, what are the factors that contribute to a long-term relationship?
So in other words, what you just said, right? Does your society teach that?
I don't think society teaches a lot of things.
If
So,
society,
to answer your question directly, no.
No. So in other words, what is the definition of blue pill?
What you said earlier.
How your society socializes you to believe in something, right? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So if you started risk mitigators, factors, vetting for all the options and know what the risks are, how to mitigate risk, that's red pill.
So then that doesn't, I guess, inherently make marriage blue pill. Then it just makes it blue pill if you're not considering the factors, whether good or bad.
Marriage is end game for all men is blue pill.
I do agree that not all men need to be married, and that most probably shouldn't. I mean, just given what the averages are. But
so marriage.
So maybe we're saying the same thing.
I'll repeat it again, right? Marriage, family building warriors says that marriage and kids should be an end game for all men, right?
I don't know if he said that explicitly. I don't know.
So what do you think? What do you think he means by that? Why does he push it so hard?
I think he pushes it because he sees the benefits of it from his own personal situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he's also seeing that I think there are factors of hey, this is what society is sold. And yeah, I think there might be some blue pill factors into it, but I think he's very much so speaking from the benefits that he's seeing from marriage and his family.
There are benefits to everything, right? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
We have red pill dudes like Black Uru is been married. How's he been married? 35 years. Okay, there's a bunch of cats that have been married for 35, 40 years. They're in the red pill community. Our new style being one of them. He's been married twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, got a bunch of guys that have been married that are currently married, and a bunch of guys that have been married a couple times. Okay, Kev being one of them. He's in the red pill community, and you know what the risk of marriage is. And the thing is, if you decide to do it, okay, if you decide to do it, stop selling it like you can completely vet a woman. It's almost impossible.
I definitely do not agree with that. I definitely do not agree with a complete vet. No.
So there is. I don't care how you vet a woman or how much you think you vet. You can vet a woman, especially in this society. At any time, somebody can whisper in her ear. She could go left, and basically, this society will your marriage. Okay, it's because marriage in the United States is construed is a bad deal for men. Now, if you want to take a bad deal and take a bad risk, and you think you can make something out of it for your own reasons, go ahead.
But then what's a bad deal? What's a bad risk, right? These are things that people make choices in every day. People choose to go into business dealings where there's not a high percentage of success. People choose to go into, I guess, university settings for majors that have a very low graduation percentage for people's demographics. But if you are considering to say, hey, this is a risky decision, but I look at the benefits of it, and I believe that those outweigh the negative consequences, or I assume that risk. I don't have any problem with taking on this risk. I don't see that as just a bad. I don't see that just as a bad deal overall.
If you go into if you go take a flyer on a business that has a high percentage of failure, even back in the day with tech, right? Okay. Starting a tech company has a very high risk of failure, very expensive. So the thing is that is your return on investment much higher to take that risk. Okay, so if your end goal is marriage and children and raising whatever you think you're gonna get out of your children, and that's what your goal is, and that's what you really want, regardless of what the risks are, the red pill has nothing to say about it. Go about it. Go for it if that's what you want, but know the risk, what the risks are.
Risk is always part of the game.
Risk is part of the game. But
I think that risk exists from beginning of marriage to end.
But to push it onto a red pill community like it's the end all be all, stop.
I personally don't push marriage because I don't think the majority of dudes need to be married. I'm not gonna lie. I don't. Yeah.
But as far as family building warrior, that's the way he pushes it.
Hmm. I guess I gotta listen a little bit more to what he says
That's
about it,
way
because
that's way
I didn't know that he pushes it to people more than he espouses the benefits that he sees from it.
if you vet a woman properly and you come in with your masculinity and your negotiations and you vet her and then come on, man.
I listen, hey, yeah, I hear you.
Because
Yeah.
I have like 15 different ways of how to vet a woman, okay, for whatever your needs are. 15 different ways. I've been saying that for the last 10, 12 years. 15 different ways to vet a woman. Okay.
Well, they saying that you the king of tricking now. I don't know. I've been hearing some
The
mumbles.
king. What is it? Okay. What does that mean? What mumbles have you heard?
Somebody said they caught you on the panel talking about trick game. They
About
said that you
trick
the
game.
king.
How am I the king of tricking?
I
How does that make you king?
don't know. Those are just the rumbles that I
Okay,
was
I'm
hearing.
gonna tell you what I told because I am a black pill person, right? Okay. And have I tricked? Sure. So how many billionaires and millionaires, whatever, uh, of of those ilk don't trick of
Oh
some
no, I
sort?
agree. I think it's common.
It's
Yeah.
very common, right? Especially among the wealthy, they trick worse than anybody else. The athletes, the famous, the stars, all the people with money, your billionaires, they all trick. Okay,
Even the strange ones trick.
they all trick. Okay, so saying that a average guy can't trick, which they do all the time. Okay, if you do, if you put it in its proper place. So me not having a problem with tricking. How does that make me the king of tricking? Now, if you have something morally against it, I have no problem with it.
I don't. I just know that that's been some of the most recent conversations happening.
Anything I say, they're gonna have a recent conversation about it, right?
Hey, listen, hey, I'm
And
just a messenger.
yeah. Well, the thing is, deliver the whole message.
You're right. I think that's a good place for me to exit and get on to the next person. But yeah, thank you for your time.
Let me clarify about tricking real quick before you go. Right? Okay.
Yep.
Stop shaming guys for trick because all have fallen short unless you're one of those moral people that never do it, right? Okay. Stop thinking that your women don't cheat because that's bullshit. Been hit on by more married women that can actually count, and sometimes in front of their goddamn husbands, right? It's transactional, okay? If you keep it in the proper perspective, okay? Tricking is one thing, right? Relationship is another. Basically, you don't get married for sex, okay? Don't have a relationship for sex. Sex is transactional, okay? If you're going, it's just sex. Go ahead and trick. Keep your little side chick or keep your little what is it, sugar baby or whatever you're going to keep on the side for sex, right? Don't date her. Don't make her your girlfriend or your wife. And when I get in a relationship, it's not for sex. It's for who that person is. Because if it's just about sex, I can go in the corner and get it for $5. So
Not $5.
so yours, I can go in the corner and get it for $5. Okay.
Or a chicken if you know where to look.
Or chicken wing. We actually played videos where the chick was gonna give up sex for $2.50. Okay.
Oh man, it's bad out here. That's all.
It's gonna get worse. It's gonna get worse. What I'm saying is, get in a relationship for the right reason. Sex, it should not be is a part of the equation, sure, but that's not the reason you get in a relationship or marry a woman.
I can see that point. Yeah.
Well, tricking is wrong. Billionaires, their wife is a 6. Okay, their side chicks are 10s. Steph Curry, God bless his soul, great guy, religious guy. He got 3 side chicks. That's why his wife is upset. They all do it. All wealthy guys trick. That's how come Kevin says high value men have options.
Yes,
Because Kevin used to
Oh
run.
no.
Kevin used to run an escort service for high value men.
Oh no.
He said so.
I think if you want to have a long-term marriage, you ain't trying to just be out here having options.
Union about that,
huh?
You might want to ask Gabby Union about that. She just came out and said Dwayne Wade was cheating like that. So,
but I think that's more like the celebrity world. That's not really like the this group. So you go into a marriage and saying that I'm gonna be faithful to my wife. Your wife says she's gonna be faithful to you, and then as you acquire more assets and resources and money and wealth, you're like, well, you know, I'm a high value man now.
I work with these.
Let me go ahead and get.
I worked with guys.
With
I worked with like 15 different guys that were wealthy, had millions of dollars, right? Okay. Married, been married for 30, 40 years. I knew their side chicks. And their girlfriends.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's a moral thing because I just can't bring myself to do that to my wife.
I didn't say what I say.
No, I'm not saying yeah.
It's a moral thing, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I go with the moral thing.
You're in the industry. You know wealthy guys, right?
Some, yeah.
Some. They trick around with the girls at the job?
You know what? I try to keep it. I don't.
Come on,
I'll
man.
be the one that don't try to be in people's business. So if they did, I try to like. I don't know.
Okay, man.
I might suspect, but I'm not about. I don't really want to. I don't get into it.
Okay, man. I've seen this in my own. I've heard this in my own family from my aunts.
I'm not saying it doesn't happen though.
It happens
I'm
all
definitely
the
not
time.
saying it doesn't happen.
Especially in the Black community, it happens all the time. Common. It's more common than it's not common.
I'll agree with you that it's a moral thing, and I just think that if for long-term prospects, long-term marriages, I don't think that position of hey, I'm at daddy's side, this side chick, she's got the accepted thing.
You know what the indicator of a long-term marriage is for
what's
if
that?
you're going to get a wife, a woman, okay, is that woman believes in the institution of marriage, and she's dedicated not to you but to the marriage. And she won't get divorced for any reason.
Man, that sounds like prison, don't it, BGS? That sounds like prison. Like she's more dedicated to the idea of marriage than being in a marriage where her husband is faithful to her.
It's same thing with the husband, okay? And I'll give you an example, right? Good friend of mine, right? Just coworker, right? Okay. He acquired a side chick or a girlfriend that's on the side of his wife, and first thing he says, "I'm not leaving my wife before we get started." And I've seen him do it. I've seen him pursue women. I've seen him get women, and they have to be cool with it. And guess and so where do you think his marriage stands today, Gabe?
He's probably still together, right?
They're still married. You know how long they've been married?
Not sure. Let me know.
They just celebrated their 52nd wedding anniversary.
See, that's crazy.
It's crazy to you.
And I'll ask this: do you think that there is a woman who would be like a young woman that would go into a relationship, going into a marriage, like, well, you know, I know that as things progress, he might want to dabble outside our marriage. You think that if women knew that ahead of time, that they would still go into that marriage with that man?
Depends on the guy. If the guy is a high value dude and she knows she's has to out compete like 50 women to get him, she knows.
Okay.
She knows. Okay.
Okay.
She knows. Okay.
Enlightening for sure.
Huh? Enlighten you.
No. I'm saying enlightening.
I
like
mean,
this has been
this is so common. The thing is,
well, I'm not saying that the ideas are enlightening, but like your positions on things.
Why do the majority of women get divorced from guys, especially black women? Is it for cheating?
Infidelity and money are the top two typically.
It's boredom.
Nah, that's not the one. That's
boredom.
That's not the one that's statistically.
That's the one. That's the one that nobody will talk about. It's boredom.
Well, the ones that they talk about are infidelity.
I'm not happy.
Mm-hmm.
Boredom.
Tia Malley
if TMRA, they let go of very good, very nice guys that are faithful and all that other kind of crap, right? And why they get well, I wasn't happy anymore. Had nothing to do with infidelity. Zero. Boredom. Why? How come you didn't marry?
I don't know how that ranks amongst the money and the infidelity, though. I'm not can't say where that ranks in comparison to those.
Okay.
But I hear you. Let me go ahead and get back to my blue pill life, man. Let me go ahead and get back.
Hey, enjoy.
Go get these kids.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. Peace out.
Peace out.
He'll be all right.
He'll be all right. Yeah. Well, yeah.
I'm about to go back on mute, but I'm trying to head to the mountains so y'all can see the mountains. That's why I turned the camera on.
Okay. There's nothing but mountains in
Anchorage. Yeah, it's around.
You're probably right in the middle of all of them.
Yep. I'm in Midtown.
What's your elevation? Where you guys are?
I think where we're at right now is like 3,000 feet, and then where I'm going to go is like 7,000.
Yeah, when I was in Guatemala, we were at 4 or 5. Yeah.
Yeah. You mentioned.
You said it was mountaintops. Go ahead.
You mentioned how women cheat. If Tom Brady can get cheated on, I mean, what's the hope for the rest of us?
The thing is, I have a hard time with men in this, right? About women cheating. Okay.
Okay.
Because men refuse to believe that it happens. It can't happen to me.
Oh, I got a reminder today. Yes, it can. A buddy of mine talked about how he's having trouble with his wife. I was like, oh, it's like, and exact same problem. I was like, oh shit. And I was disappointed because I thought they were a good couple.
Yeah.
But what did you say? At any time they could go left.
They go left. They go left.
It's like, oh,
he was trying to sell me marriage as red pill. It can be, but that's not how they sell it.
No, it isn't. They sell it as a blue pill thing.
And from what I've heard, Truth try to sell it as blue pill. That is the ultimate goal for men, is to find a family building warrior. Like they make them like that. Even if we're true, if you can find a family building warrior and get with her and be happy for the rest of your life, they don't make enough of them. So why would I sell it to men? We can just get this turned around if you just believe.
Oh, we just halfway through it. Okay.
Yeah. No, if you just believe, these women will actually change and see your value. Yeah.
The reminder I got today, this dude's wife, you have to understand, this dude's wife, her parents were married for 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
So she had the example, and she still went left.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because she got bored. In fact, somebody was...
Yeah, I see it on Instagram. So, yeah, you're probably right about that. She got bored.
Yeah, somebody was just sending it to me about, I think one of my subs, he said that, he said there's too many times where the people around that woman, right, will a happy marriage. The guy's not doing anything. He's perfectly fine. Nothing going on. And they'll put a bug in her ear and bring dissension into the marriage. And next thing you know, he's getting divorced.
Yeah.
Because the environment for marriage is not, no, it's a bad environment for marriage. Okay, the laws, the incentives, all this kind of stuff is bad. Okay, to get married. And I understand somebody that's married. If you're married, why are you in a fucking red pill space in the first place? You shouldn't even be listening to this.
Well, that's what kind of caught my eye. He played a video that sounded like somewhere from this place, and I was like, okay, something not right here. And I go to church with these folks, and I knew something was off because he ain't been to church in a minute. But I was like, I wrote something in there, and he just started talking about how she's not treating him right. I was like, oh shit. So
she's not treating him right. Yeah, well, yeah, she got bored.
And he tried to go to the parents, but This is a preacher's daughter, so
Oh
do I need
God,
to say anything else?
the preachers. Oh my God.
Do I need to say anything else?
Yeah.
And this is to quote you, because this is one of the better ones I've seen over the years, and she still went left.
Yeah. This is not a red pill space. Gabe, what are you smoking, Gabe? Gabe be on some shit that Gabe does. I hope everybody doesn't think like you, Gabe. I really don't. Because you are not part of this planet, okay? You really aren't, okay? You be saying some weird ass shit, okay? Some weird shit, man, that doesn't make sense, okay? It's like one and one don't make two. You make some weird shit. This is not a red pill space. Really. Last I heard, I thought it was red pill or black pill, right? Okay. Last I heard.
It's starting to get real when I don't know if you got my last tweet, but I think I may have found Fauci's grandmother. When I start seeing women in your age bracket sound like Fauci for real,
I'm
like, oh shit. I'm like, oh shit, it's getting real.
It's that bad. It really is that bad. And I was telling
you. No, seriously, she talked about baby, you can't just rely on that Social Security. You need to start a business.
Oh,
that picture don't last. And I was like, damn. I was like, wait a minute, this is Fauci's grandmother. Hold on, wait a minute.
They're old school because Social Security wasn't really a big thing when they were coming up. They couldn't rely on it. Yeah. It's a relative. The boomers, the silent generation a little bit, and the boomers were really the ones that actually hit the sweet spot for Social Security. Okay. Before and after, okay. Before, no, couldn't rely on it. After, maybe not. Right? They happen to hit the sweet spot for it. And even with that, as boomers are getting older, the late boomers like me, it's a toss up.
Yeah, it is.
At any time, it could go away.
I'm starting to hear a lot of, I guess it's late bloomers. They're struggling with their retirement because the cost of living.
Gabe, shut the fuck up, man. It's with that bull. I have red pill aspirations. Shut up, man. Y'all be selling that bullshit, man. What y'all smoking? I had red pill aspiration. Get the fuck out of here. Or living a blue pill life. You don't even know what blue pill, red pill is for the most part. Jesus Christ. I had to explain it to you. At least get the philosophy down, okay? I don't sometimes really don't understand Gabe. Gabe be like, Gabe, like Gabe, I know you're in right field, man. Nobody's hitting the ball over in right field, man, but get into the game. Y'all be way out. Men don't trick, and if tricking will lead you to get divorced, and what the fuck are you talking about? This has been going on since before biblical times, man. This is not new. This shit ain't new. So what are you talking about? I don't believe it will lead to a long-lasting marriage. Oh shit. I mean, you guys are supposed to be really smart people and have come from a really informed decision. You guys be pulling from your gut just like everybody else, pulling out of your ass just like everybody else. I never said anything of that about. Yes, you did, man. You just said that about tricking. You just said it. I don't believe it will lead to a long-lasting marriage if you trick and this. You just said it.
Finito.
Oh man. Okay.
Well, you know the thing. A lot of guys haven't really experienced the true nature of a woman. Like they never really had a woman actually lust after them, or actually showed their true sexual nature. Whether it's it's a girlfriend, or you just met the woman and you had sex with her on the same day, or it's a woman who's married and she gives you a pass. So they have this idea that the shit doesn't happen. It happens quite frequently.
Go to the DMV. Go live in the DMV and see it. And
Bro.
sometimes it's not always women.
It's the complete opposite over here. Over here, the women know. The men are horrible. You know, when you hear stuff like that, same thing in Vegas. That is really closer to the reality of human nature, where men of value are like, I ain't gotta deal with this bitch. and you just dismiss her or ignore her. Most guys aren't in those spaces to understand that shit.
I was just telling BGS earlier. I know things are getting bad because I'm starting to see black women. I thought she was your grandmother, man. The way she was talking.
What happened?
BGS don't do. She was talking about how baby, Social Security is not enough, baby.
No,
these pensions are, even with the pension, it's not enough to live on in these times, baby. You need to start a business. Oh shit! That's Fauci's grandmother. I'm like, damn.
Fauci says you're up here, man. What the new term Alice? Okay. About I forget what the acronym stands for. About these young people that actually still earning money, but they can't keep up with inflation. Have you heard that one?
No.
That term? Okay. All right.
No, but it makes sense. I mean, it makes sense. Like I said, the cumulative. I mean, the cumulative inflation is, depending on who you listen to or how you calculate it, is anywhere from 20 to 25% since 2020.
Yeah.
What's the percentage of people who earn income? What's the percentage of those people who net, not nominal, which people who are not in the know, your gross income is not above that. Yeah. What is your net? Your real after? It's a small percentage, but I mean, this is why people don't. This is why I keep on stressing in these spaces. You need to understand the basis of finances, accounting. When you understand, when people talk or when you see shit or when people try to sell you stuff, I mean, you can do napkin math and it was bullshit. This is why I say when you want to qualify for a lot of these things, I mean, I understand you just talk about blue pill. In the sense, on the financial side, it's to continue to keep the system going because they're telling you technically for you to qualify, that means you actually don't make enough money.
Infinite Observer got it, but this is from Business Insider. Okay.
Okay.
It's asset limited, income constrained, employed.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a new term. So keep an eye on it for me, Sauchi.
Okay. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm gonna be on it tonight.
More and more Americans are becoming Alice's. Okay.
Go ahead.
I got some more proof that Sauchi's right. We can't give these heifers our time. You know what the latest is, BGS? I wish I was making this up. The latest is they're now saying, they gave an hypothetical. Would you rather be in a village with a bear or a man? And these heifers pick the bear.
Okay.
I'm like, and I'm like, okay, you want to get eaten or
good?
Depending on how you. I'm like, okay, go ahead. But some dudes are freaking out. I'm like, why? I'm like, why? They want to get eaten. That's on them. I mean,
have they ever been in a cave with a bear? So Gabe is an ace student. He fails human psychology. I have, Gabe is so far down the blue pill path, man.
He doesn't know it.
He doesn't even know, man. It's like, okay, man, you swallowed the pill.
Yeah, well.
He thinks the fact that you get married or that you have a child that it cannot be blue pill. It's a business transaction or there's a purpose. It's very simple what blue pill is. You not really seeing the reality. That doesn't mean you can't get married. It doesn't mean you can't be you can't be in a relationship. That doesn't mean you can't be in love. The point is you not being delusional of reality.
Yes.
It's really that simple. It's not hard.
Yeah. And I would say Truth trying to sell his program to the rest of the space with an end game. Blue pill, man. Trying to tell people blue pill shit.
In this environment?
If you do everything right, you do everything right, everything will work out. That's not the case. Okay, there's always risk.
Man, you know how many men go through this crap? Well, if especially when those kids get 18, 20, or anywhere between graduating from high school and college, how many times many of these women, they divorce the guy. I mean, we see this shit all the time.
Yeah.
How is this hard?
If they wait that long, because now they're waiting that long.
Exactly.
They wait until they get into they all get into grade school. Okay?
Oh yeah.
But they have to be at home. Okay, I don't need them at
Sometimes
home anymore. They blow
wait
it up.
before that.
I mean, now the problem is that they're not even having the kids, and that's why we're having all these migrants, and they don't understand. They don't understand what's good. They're over there crying about abortion rights, not understanding that the government's like, fuck you. Like if you want your society to continue to perpetuate, you need to have children. Yeah. Oh, you don't get it. Okay, cool. Y'all cry over there and y'all run around naked. That's cool. We'll bring migrants in and they'll take all your shit. How about that?
They take all your shit. Yeah. Yeah, you're of no use to us.
Exactly. They don't get it.
They don't get it. But that's black pill. That's beyond blue pill. That's black
pill. That's why I try to stay away from this conversation with women. That's fine. I never said you can't do it. There, as you would say, or as Thomas Sowell will say, there are trade-offs.
There's trade-offs, yeah. Are you willing to accept the trade-offs?
Yes. Or you want to sit here and continuously disrespect men who you are not sexually attracted to. But then on the back end, or when you get older, expect them to put into the system for your old ass to survive. How? But you got a college degree and you're saying you're smart. Okay.
Yeah.
Come on.
Don't talk about no stuff go like that. Let me shut up.
That's what I'm saying. So he can't. That's why I let him. As long as he was willing to talk, I let him talk.
Yeah.
Guess what? He went away like he's scratching his head.
He was confusing himself.
He's confusing himself. Yeah. Why? So you work at a big company? You haven't seen the bosses cheat with the coworkers?
Come on.
Come on, man. You didn't want to say it. You know it's happening. Well, I mind my own business.
He's trying to put his flyers on. I don't see anything.
I don't see anything. Yeah. What is it like Sergeant Schultz? I see nothing. I'll get these old clips, man, with this kind of stuff, man.
Well, it's normal outside of the but again, America's a fishbowl because it's very normal outside of America. It's just. It goes without saying, and you just do it in a respectful way. You're not out there disrespecting, your family and your wife. Here, because people in America, they knew damn near everything. They do it all. They're reckless about how they do it. That's the issue. Both my grandfathers, because they were in positions of power, the second and third, they got kids with multiple women. Multiple, but they were married to one.
Yeah.
It's normal.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of guys, man, that do very well, and have their little side chick, and basically the wife kind of turns her head and looks the other way.
Man, my father's father, right? Mm. My father's mother and his 2 or 3 of his other siblings' mother, they were best friends.
Mm.
And when my grandfather died, I think 4 or 5 of the women showed up, including my grandmother. At the funeral.
That's very common.
Yes.
In Africa, it's even worse there than it is here.
Exactly. These guys have no idea.
Yeah. And you talking about morals?
Yeah.
And Gabe is Nigerian? Are you? I'm not gonna cuss. Are you kidding me?
Man, he should know better, man. They are notorious.
Notorious. What is it? The last 60% of the it's funny. 60% of the 60% of Nigerians have a jacket on them.
Yeah.
Babies born, but babies are not theirs.
Yeah, Nigeria, Jamaica.
Oh yeah.
Jamaica. Don't they have an epidemic over Jamaica?
I played that clip. Okay. Yeah. South Africa too. 65%.
Yes. Yeah.
Come on. I mean, what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, why you kind of sell this blue pill shit? Come on, man. I said, if that's your case and that's your deal, I salute you. Okay,
Yeah.
but don't sell it to me.
Yeah. Doesn't
You're
make
allowed
any
to go be
sense.
happy. You don't have to come over here.
Hmm?
I'm
No.
allowed to go be happy. Go. You don't have to come over. You don't have to come over here and get your feelings hurt or whatever. But
You trying to sell a Porsche? You trying to sell a Porsche to somewhere with a Honda budget? Come on, man.
If you believe that the utmost importance to you being married and staying married is your children, and you're willing to take the risk and whatever comes along with it, uh, bar none, okay, bar none, to achieve that mission, do you know what you're in for? I have no
Yeah.
problem with that. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I don't
You
either.
know what? This bitch is tripping, and I think she might be tipping out. Blah blah blah. Hey man, what do you hear? What are you there? Why are you there?
Exactly.
I want my kids to be raised in a two-parent household. Got to deal with it.
Yep.
That's the hill that you have decided to die on. Down the hill, man, and be quiet.
Yep. The a lot of guys don't realize their biggest power is one is their attention, and two is your ability to walk the fuck away from the bad deal. I mean,
Yeah.
that's universal.
Yeah.
Same in business. When you're
Yeah.
dealing with women, it's business. You don't know it because, again, in this society, many societies, blue pilled.
Yeah. Yeah.
So you don't know.
In business, people take risk all the time. Okay.
Yes.
And a lot of those risks blow up in their face, right? But the thing
Yes.
is the return on investment worth the risk?
Correct.
And that's what I can't determine that for a man. Okay.
Yep.
But
I mean,
that doesn't mean that it's a bad deal. It's not a bad deal if you actually accept this. Okay.
Yep.
I would say too, the biggest part that a lot of people miss out when they talk about these negotiations is when you're doing a negotiation, all parties involved are acting in good faith.
Sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah. I
Well,
was
you
gonna
get
You
say.
hope so.
Yeah.
right, but you get
Yeah.
as far as like doing an equitable deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Oh,
and
yeah.
and
That's
and,
true.
and,
That's true.
and having like in developing like business relationships with equity that by way of like having long lasting partnerships. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
Well, the thing is, we just watched The Big Short and a few other things, man. And guess
Mhm.
what they do? Everybody's not acting in good faith.
That's right.
right. Oh
Yeah.
no.
That's
Agree. But which brings us to the reality we're in right now.
Uh-huh.
But if we're talking, but which brings us to the reality we're in right now. But if we're talking about like looking at marriage, not just from a contract, but even if you want to say like blue pill is so great and whatever, that's
Hmm.
under the assumption that the person you're
Yeah.
going into business with or
Yeah.
into contract with is doing business in good faith.
Good faith.
but
Yeah.
but what do you do before you even agree on that contract? It's called due diligence.
Hmm.
Right.
And even after the contract, there's still something called maintenance, which is due diligence while y'all still in the contract.
It's called trust, but what?
Wow.
Verify.
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 Well,
Verify. One
well,
time. you
well,
know what I mean? Like,
That's why
you know.
if I'm getting what I want, that's why I say my rules. If I'm going to get married, okay, my rule is as long as I'm getting what I want, okay, and I don't see what the fuck you're doing when I'm not watching you, I'm good with it. Cause I'm not watching. I'm concerned about what I get. Okay, if I get what I get, I'm happy with it. I don't give a fuck. Okay,
well, BGS is
some
like,
people do.
uh,
Yeah,
I was having these conversations on different channels and stuff, and like typically
that's a long ass walk, man.
Yeah. Hey, I'm glad you noticed. I'm glad you
Damn,
noticed.
I said this Negro still walking. But go ahead,
yeah,
Uh,
Andre.
I was wondering about like where he's walking to and what's going
He's
on
just,
with that walk.
he's
this
just
camera's
walking.
very small. I have to get super close to the mountains. Plus, I ain't got shit to do, so it's peace.
Oh, he's just taking a hike, man. That's all.
Well, like what I've been wondering about is this is like why the make tell argument always defeats all the other arguments. It's it is kind of like when you do all of this and that, what what are you gaining from this shit?
Okay, number one, you got to rephrase that question and make it more solid because I'm not sure exactly what the question you're trying to ask. If somebody else can chime in, please do because I ain't quite get it. Rephrase the question.
Um, the question is basically what is actually being gained by the people participating in the the normal blue to purple pill you know uh
Oh, talking about marriage? Is that what you're talking about? Okay,
in
marriage. If
general.
if marriage, to sell marriage as a partnership, it is not. Okay, marriage is arranged to actually raise children. That's what it's there for. You provide something, okay, for that woman, for those kids, and she provides you with stability and child rearing, right? Okay, that's the basic arrangement of marriage, right? Okay, you get something that you want, she gets something that she wants because she wants kids. She wants her kids to be raised properly the same way you do, right? You both come together, do your job. That's marriage, okay?
Yep.
Well,
Because
like the problem
because
that I'm
in
seeing.
most places in marriage, you don't even meet your wife until you come to the altar.
Yep.
Well, like the problem that I'm seeing with these dudes is kind of just like uh like they're talking about she's supposed to love me for me and all this kind of shit, and it's just like, bro,
So
that's not how it works.
where do they get that from?
That's just blue pill programming,
Blue pill
is what I
programming.
say.
Exactly. That's where they get it from. I was trying to tell that to Gabe. That's where they get it from. That's how come you feel that way. Because in most of the world, that's not the case. In Africa, they don't give a fuck. Okay, can she cook? Can she clean? Can she shut the fuck up and do what I tell her to do?
Yep.
Which is
Good idea.
why black women can't go over there and get married readily.
Oh, good luck.
Good luck. I got
Well,
something to say. I didn't ask you. Sit down.
Yep.
well,
But
that
but, but
that
you
that's
gonna hear me.
Oh no,
Oh no.
you gonna
well,
feel this.
So wait,
well,
wait.
well,
What are you talking about? I'm jumping in his face. We had to get out of my face. I don't have to. Pow. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
like BGS, like
Uh huh.
I was over on like conservative shit, and I was trying to talk about this stuff, but uh, it had to be ended when I got to like the real points, which is
To to whom were you talking to, man? You had to explain that. We
well, I
weren't
was
we
talking
weren't
to him
we
and
we,
like other
we weren't
people on the panel.
we weren't there. So you have to say who you're talking to.
So I was talking to him and other people on the panel. So it's
Oh,
basically
you're talking
like
about Gabe. Was he talking about him? We're talking about Gabe.
no, Gabe wasn't there. It was like him and like other people
Who
that
who is him?
like conservative.
Hood's conservative. Hood's conservative.
Yeah, conservative.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
like
On
I thought they
his
were
panel,
conservative. But
because
yeah, I was on the panel, but like the
but he's
thing
not
is like
he's not married though, is he?
no, he's not. But like the conversation I was having was basically it's like what's happening now is just like when you come to the conversation about what are you actually gonna benefit from like being married
Uh huh.
is when dudes like start to disappear from the conversation because they don't have an answer.
Because America doesn't give you much benefit for being married. That's the problem.
Yeah.
They
Yep.
can't even give you a reasonable guarantee. That's why I think they're getting actually repeal no fault divorce.
Yep.
I said within the next 5 years
Yep.
they're gonna repeal it and get rid of it
Yep.
because it's fucking the game up.
Yep. Took them this long to figure it out. No.
I was trying to tell this on. I think it was on Mr. Z's channel. Okay. Um, the society managers of society do not give a fuck. Okay,
Yep.
fuck society. They will actually take your rights away. They don't care. Well,
Yep.
they care about these women, and they won't do it faster. If it's gonna blow up society, bullshit. They will do it in a heartbeat. They'll snatch all that shit
Yep.
if necessary.
Yeah.
You guys don't know how ruthless these people actually are.
No,
Including the women, because the shit cannot get passed without the women.
yep,
Abortion rights in those states cannot get passed without the consent of white women. It can't.
yep.
It's impossible.
How can you stay in power when your society doesn't have enough people, or when society doesn't innovate to compete with the rest of the world or the top countries in the world, or when you can't even protect your own borders?
Yeah.
Let alone go to other countries and stick your dick out.
Yeah.
Like, it's really that basic. But it just, a lot of guys in space, it's hard for them to see that shit. They really, it's hard for whatever reason.
Because they're looking at their own dick instead of
Yeah,
the rest of the world.
Yeah. True.
I said that's too low level. Stop thinking about your dick. Okay?
Yeah.
Think about the whole society and how it's shaped and what
Yeah.
the society needs. Go ahead.
Just this week, I forget the woman's name, man. She was making some comment on, I forget, on someone fairly important. And the guy was like, ever since you've been in your position, he said, look at the, I forget which military, Air Force or whatever. He said, look at the decline since you've been in your position. What are you talking about?
Oh, this is Congress.
Yeah, shut him up real quick. Shut her up real quick. Oh, excuse me. Whoops. Oh, someone's looking at the numbers. Yes.
In Florida, recently. You know why? Because women don't want to pay alimony.
That's right.
When women had to start paying alimony, get rid of that shit. Okay, as long as men were paying it, they had no problem.
I sent that. I have one of these magazines, the Washingtonian, and I sent the article to Green Gorilla. I think it was last year.
Okay.
And that's exactly what's happening.
Yeah.
Higher end women, it's the same deal. They're saying the same shit that men say. Why should I have to pay all the hard work I went through? Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Wait a second here. I've heard this before.
But he had balls instead of vagina.
Yes. Oh no, he's a loser because I gotta pay him. Wait a minute. Why don't you say women are losers when they got to pay? I thought she sacrificed and.
All constitutions are well thought out marketing schemes. Okay, to get population buy-in.
Yes.
I don't care where you go. Even the king, to be a king, has to get buy-in.
Yep.
Especially by the nobles and the troops, okay, to make people do shit.
Can you imagine? They just leave you there, walk up on you.
Even the chief of the tribe has to have a mouthpiece.
Yes.
Got to get buy-in. Come on, man.
Reading the wrong books.
Yeah, if you get to the black pill version, it's not that hard. Okay, so oh shit, is it really that simple? Yes, it's that.
Yes,
simple.
It is. Yep. Yep.
It's really that simple. Okay.
National Geographic, folks.
Somebody told me that nature is evil. Nature doesn't care. No, nature does not care. Okay, it doesn't care. If you can't survive in this environment, they'll replace you with some other species. It does not care. Okay.
Yes.
If you kill your own society, it doesn't care. Die with it.
Or as BGS would say, as long as you outrun the slowest person.
I don't have to outrun the bear, just you.
Yes.
And I can get, while he's eating you, I can get away. Okay.
Yes. Man, welcome to the winner's circle. We all made it. Rejoice. Oh,
I love these blue pill people that don't think they're blue pill. They start explaining shit. Well, I don't think. Well, I have something to think about. Yes, you do.
Yeah. Or
I heard you were a chief trick. I said, okay, so Name me one rich person that doesn't trick,
Hmm.
have a side chick, or have prostitutes or call girls. Okay,
Yeah.
name me one. Well, I can't. So what's wrong with tricking? Is it a flex? Okay. If you don't have to trick and you're willing to spend all that time in effort, in social capital, social and psychological capital, keeping a woman in check, it's on you. A rich man doesn't have that kind of time. I ain't got time to solve your problems. Here's some money. Go shopping. Okay.
Yes.
Just be at the be at the apartment at 9 o'clock when I come and suck my dick. That's all he wants. Okay.
Yes. The money is worth less. This is what, because a lot of guys don't understand this. The money's worth less than whatever goal that guy has.
Yes.
Because you can always make more money. You can never get your time back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because that's simple.
Yeah. If a guy, the average guy that's wealthy, is making what, Saucy, $50,000 a month, give or take. That's a low end estimate, right, for a wealthy guy.
Yeah.
That's
Yep.
low end, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
If I pay you all 4, which is the average wage for you, right, where you have to do nothing except suck my dick, okay, that's worth it to me. I spend
Yeah.
time doing something else.
Yes. And this is why when Kevin said, again, because when Kevin came on this, when Kevin became a household name, the truth started coming out.
Yes.
And that's why he was supposedly controversial. But no, he wasn't controversial. That shit is real.
It's
Most
real.
women cannot. I mean, even Ron was saying this even before,
Yeah.
Kevin got big.
Yeah.
Most women cannot handle being with higher end guys.
No.
Cannot.
No.
You can't.
No. Because you have no control over him.
Exactly.
And you can't get your emotional needs met from a higher end guy. He ain't got time.
Yes. Or you got whatever problems you got going on, different socioeconomic, background.
Yeah.
Or you go into his space or certain spaces and you realize, or these women realize they thought that they were good looking. They realize they aren't as good looking as they thought they were, because all the women in here look like Barbie. And you don't. Then you're having some existential epiphany.
I don't know how many times I have to show this shit in examples and all that kind of stuff for you guys to actually get it. I'm not lying. I'm not pulling this stuff out of my ass. It's right there in front of you.
Yeah.
What are we responding to today? What we got on the docket?
Blue pill. The family building warrior idea is actually blue pill. It's not red pill.
Who are you talking about here?
Truth as I know it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
That's blue pill shit that you're selling. The ultimate goal is to find a family building warrior and get married and have kids. That's blue pill.
Well, he goes straight to doing it versus, the reasoning, the why behind it, which is the black pill reasoning, which he doesn't want to deal with. So,
what is the black pill reasoning?
Well, why our family is built in the first place,
Oh,
why
yeah.
our society is built in the first place.
He doesn't know that stuff, man. He don't know that. If he knew it, he would say it. He doesn't say that stuff. He don't know it.
Yeah, if he doesn't know, then yeah, he's just gonna, he bought the blue pill, so yeah, he's selling what he's selling.
Yeah.
No surprise. I mean, like, there's a lot of different copiums. I mean,
I don't. I have no problem with this. Stop trying to push me to sell your shit. That's all.
I mean, like, just sell it yourself.
He can't. If he could, he would. I need help turning this big boat around. Around to what, man?
I mean, just go be. There are tons of carbon copies of people who basically sell the same propaganda in a different way. I mean, go talk to, your Umar Jacksons and your, those types of people. They just they choose different angles, but do what you do.
Do what you do. That's blue pill shit.
I don't get why you want to come here and sell it here, though.
Sell it here, yeah.
I mean, this is he had versus BGS. It's probably why. It's probably why.
You know, if even Death Set Anime, Black Pill Marriage. I said, why are you getting married to a young chick, want kids? You're willing to take the risk. I have prenup. I got all my shit, all my shit in order, right? Where she can't get it, right? Okay, and get, I said, I hope you're right, man. You want to have kids? She's young. I said she could go left, but I vetted her family, yada 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 yada. I said, okay, man.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I believe you. I'm rooting for you. Okay.
Yep.
2 years later,
Boom.
during COVID, bitch went left,
Blew it up.
blew it
Yeah.
up. Okay. And he did everything right down to the letter. He looked at everything. He vetted her family, he vetted her education, blah, blah, all the way down. Okay.
Well, there's a
Down to the
phenomenon
letter.
that's been taking place in America and Western society as a whole that I'll let you get that.
Why aren't you high value men not with hot young women on this warm Saturday evening? Okay. Because we're trying to help people. Okay. And
Sounds like
at my age, okay, at my age, that's not what I'm into. Okay.
Well,
At my
I
let
can
age.
me
give you my explanation. I'm sick, and it might be warm outside, but I'm sick, so I'm not going outside. It ain't warm outside where I'm at anyway. But then number two, I'm a MGTOW, so I mean, if I want it, I'm getting it, and I'm leaving anyway. So
I
I
only
don't
have
think she see all the snow.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm
my,
studying.
I only have two things to say to her. I'm willing to bet it's just, and two, it's none of your business.
Yeah, that's true.
None of
I
your
agree with
business.
that. It ain't really none of your business.
You can time around if you want to, Leverage. You can time around if you want to.
I am outside though, just not with a, you know.
All right. And who said we're all high value men? We never said anything about one way or the other. Okay.
Exactly.
None of your
Most
business. Once again,
most
Yep.
most of my HVMs really are already married. Most of them. Or most of my subs are HVMs. They're married already. I
what
can't
I
say who
was,
they are, but
It,
they're already married.
it
what
doesn't.
I was, I
You
was
go ahead.
gonna. I appreciate it, Sauchi. I was just gonna say real quick, just to kind of land the plane, man. The phenomena around marriage and divorce in this country and in Western nations as a whole,
Uh-huh.
it's been talked about by a few sociologists that have been studying marriage and divorce. I can't
Mm-hmm.
remember any of the big names right now, but they've wrote a couple papers on it
Mm-hmm.
around essentially how women in covens or in groups or as a hive mind in a parasocial sort of type of way, when they start to get divorced, it's almost like an affluenza
Mm-hmm.
where where one person, if they have a person in their social group who gets
Yeah, that's
divorced,
true. Yeah.
it affects the rest of them.
Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that.
So there's a whole host of societal pressures that are causing divorce
The
to
the, the,
increase.
the environment will actually, all over the world. Then when the environment changes, you start seeing these effects pop up.
Right.
It's outside of your control. That's
So
what we're
you
trying
end
to
up
prove.
in a sick spin of descent to the bottom, so to speak,
Yeah, yeah.
in
Because
divorce
you,
patterns.
you look at South Korea. I was pointing to South Korea, highly patriarchal, highly regimented. Okay, highly what is it? Dictatorial, right? Highly. Okay, it happens there when the environment changes. Okay, has nothing to do with the society. Unless you change the environment, marriages will probably die if you don't change it. You'll probably die. Sorry, it's been dying. They've been talking about the death of marriage for the last 50 years. Okay, there's tons of books on it. Things they can't change the environment to actually make marriage worth it because marriage is just a tool for survival. It's not sacred.
Right.
Marriage is a tool. They always say the thing is you go to the continent, they know that shit. The indigenous society, they know what it is. They don't have this magical thing about marriage. Okay, it's there to actually bring two families together to actually raise children.
Well,
Yep.
And
that
the
is
whole
and
and the
always
whole
has.
the whole family is actually involved in your marriage. Okay.
Well, that is and always has been the baseline purposes for marriage. you know. But I mean, we're trying to expand it to encompass too many things, you know. So that's really the largest issue here, or one of the largest issues.
In fact, that's why I played the Psychax video, right? Doing the research, right? Marriage that we try to put on marriage now is it's not what it's actually built for. Okay,
Yep.
that's not built for that. Okay, because the whole family's supposed to be involved. Okay, even though I'm not married, my whole family's involved in raising my children. Right? They're not just raised by 2 people; they're raised by 20 people, 30 people. Okay, all involved, like my grandson, right? Okay, although my daughter's not married, he's got he's got he's got a family friend that teaches him to sing and play piano. One that teaches him to tap. I teach him to. I'm actually help him with his schoolwork. He's getting straight A's right now. Okay, other people do other things with him, so it's a whole group effort. It's not a singular effort.
That's why they call it the village. That's what
And
they
so I
say.
call
The
it a village.
village. The
That's
village
why.
raises the kid.
That's how come. That's how come my daughters have degrees. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And my son was able to play semi-pro basketball, even though me and his mother didn't get married, because the whole village came together to raise these children.
Yep.
And they still do. I just saw my daughters a couple of days ago. Okay.
Yep. And introducing, the traditional marriage within an environment, especially urban environment, it decreases the probability of that occurring, because you're not really, obviously it's a larger a population, but you really aren't together. There's no togetherness. There's neighborhoods. There aren't a lot of communities.
Mm-hmm.
So this is why you're seeing, especially in these metropolitan areas, this is why it is a higher rate of STDs, higher rate of divorce. It's really, all you gotta do is just look at
We've done a lot, not only with modern infrastructure, but with many social and technological innovations, essentially atomized individuals.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so what we've done by virtue of that is created an environment that's hostile towards creating families.
Yes.
And creating marriages and unions that work in that fashion in today's society. Now, if you wanted to have it, you would have to create an environment that's conducive to it.
Yes.
Exactly.
And we haven't done that. And we haven't fostered that in
We've
any
done
way.
the opposite. And the women
Right.
don't want that to actually be created.
That's right. And that's why they in your face talk about, I don't need no man. Hold on a minute. You don't need a man.
Yeah.
Who's protecting the country?
Uncle Sam is my baby daddy.
But who pays the majority of the income taxes? Is it men or women?
It ain't my problem.
Well,
exactly.
Well, the women want a gynocratic type environment.
They do.
So,
well, they're trying to go straight to the village without understanding the what constitutes the village. You can't jump to a village just by virtue of there being shit. It doesn't work that way.
In a village, a large, you can't have a village of 40 million people. It doesn't work. That's why marriages break down in urban societies.
Oh no!
Yeah.
You're selling doom and gloom. Stop.
I know.
Stop.
I know. And BGS, you're so negative.
Okay, all right.
That's defeatism, BGS.
Yeah. Get on that track, John Henry. Get on that track.
Hey, right until you die. Anyway, I'm dying right now. I'm gonna go eat my soup though. I'm listening. I'm gonna eat my soup and I'll chime in a little bit when I.
All right, man. I got 420, man. Puff, pass. All right.
I can't. I'm dying. I'm dying. I wish. No.
You sick on 420? That's tragic, man.
Man, I've been sick for like 2 weeks, bro. It's so bad.
You better go check that out, man. You might have COVID.
I did, and it wasn't COVID, but I got something bad, and they gave me antibiotics. I've been taking that shit. It's been fucking me up.
What are your symptoms?
I was coughing, throwing up, shitting everywhere.
Oh,
headache.
What'd you eat? That's fucking. Go have another COVID test.
Yeah, maybe.
Did they give you a COVID test?
Nah, they didn't.
You got COVID, man. Go take the test, man. You got COVID.
Yeah, I might have to do that shit, man.
I'm
Yeah, I've been fucked up.
I'm telling you, man. Everything you described, that's COVID, man. Go take a COVID test, okay?
All right,
Drink.
we'll do.
Okay, drink as much water as you can. You pooping it out will actually make you well faster. Okay, and go get some what is it called Plaxavid.
Paxlovid? What's that?
Plaxavid. That's anti-COVID medicine. That is Plaxavid.
Okay, I'm looking it up. I'll look into it.
You got COVID, man. 2 weeks and you shitting and headaches. Yeah, flus don't last that long. You got COVID, man. Go take a COVID test.
All right, we'll do. I'll get on that.
Okay.
All right, I'm listening.
All right.
But yeah, I think that's where the confusion come in with these blue pillars. That is because they, they'll see women and, they like, oh, they still want to get married. But women in the society we live in, they looking at it from a gynocratic view. So I believe that men should look at women from a responsibility and duty more so than a love, you know. So
yeah, but they don't teach that anymore, though.
Well, yeah.
When's
like I believe, like when it comes to
when's the last time they taught that to women?
What? Traditional values?
Yes, duty to marriage and all that kind of stuff.
What, the early 60s?
Try the 50s. I'm a child of the 60s. They stopped teaching it in the 60s. Be happy, okay? Find your purpose. That's why, so they stopped teaching that a long time ago, man. Well, the thing is, you guys, that's COVID, man. As soon as you describe the symptoms, that's COVID. For 2 weeks, you're throwing up and crap and all that kind of stuff. That doesn't last 2 weeks. Okay, that's COVID. Headaches, all that kind of stuff. Take a COVID test first.
We just had to change my purpose. I got close to the mountains, but the closer I got, the further they got. So now I gotta hit me one.
I was gonna say that's a long walk to the mountains, man.
Yeah. Oh, it was a side mission because initially I was just gonna hit the little shop right quick. You know what I mean? So now we're headed that way. But,
I have lived amongst mountains, man, mountain peaks, and that's a long ass walk. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is a good like 30, 40 minute walk to like nowhere.
Nowhere, yeah, because it's miles, man, to go to that mountain. The mountain, it looks close. Okay.
Yeah,
you don't realize how big it is until you get up on it, man. But yeah, that's I look and say you ain't gonna reach some mountains by the time we get
Nah. And then the zoom on this camera is trash. So like you got to get like super close to see anything. I'm like, that's why I keep stopping. Like, oh, you ain't see anything. Like, man, it's terrible. Terrible. But nonetheless, yeah, that's Plan B, which was Plan A, but it's all good.
It's all good, yeah. It's all good.
Bro, I was standing on the top of the fucking parking garage, looking through the camera like, I can't see shit. So I came down and I turned around the corner. I was like, nah, we good. Like, cause it was just like it was another hill, and like the mountains is another like 1,000 yards off in the distance. I was like, yeah, nah, we good. We good. I was sold a drink.
And then they kept getting further away, huh?
Yes, bro. It'd be like every time I get to like the point, I'm like, yo, if I just get like 4 more blocks, I know I'll be close enough. And then you're 4 more blocks, and then 20 more blocks away. It is what it is.
It is what it is. All right, I guess the detractors haven't shown up. I guess they don't want to come up because I keep dropping the link. And Troops actually was in the chat. Okay, he didn't come up, so I guess we'll close it out and get ready for AB Media. I think he's probably gonna start his up, and we'll look into Alice's. I think I'll do something on that because that's probably the next big topic,
Yeah.
especially white people. Okay,
Yeah.
because it's going to be an epidemic, especially come after the election.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna look into it. I mean, as I've been saying, man, with how things are trending, the gap between the haves and the have not has really accelerated since 2020, and I don't see it slowing down, man. I mean, I just right now, that's just what the numbers are showing people. Only it's negative. No, it's reality.
Yeah, they're playing music on the Titanic to keep you calm.
Shoot, man.
Why the rich people get into the lifeboats?
Oh yeah, they already been on. Gone.
I said, drop some food. The fatsos will show up. Pictures of food. I know they're watching, man, because they got 108 people. So I know they're watching. They're just not coming up. I didn't actually announce it on my other channel. So.
Hey, BGS. I noticed that people that I went to school with, high school with, they tend to be more in partnership, egalitarian relationships. Do you believe that that's a more highly successful thing to do when you're both started out when you're young?
Yeah, what choice do you have?
Right.
Unless you're gonna find trying to find a Salchi that's 40 that's got his shit together.
Yeah, because Salchi has leverage, so it wouldn't make sense to be in a egalitarian relationship.
Unless you're 8, 9, or 10 and you keep your mouth shut.
Yep. I'm scared. I'm high risk for that. I'm high risk. Because I can dismiss your ass.
That's true. That's true. But for the vast majority of people, that's what they're gonna have to do. They always have, really. This shit about the 100% provider, that's very rare.
It's bullshit. It's
bullshit.
Always been a small percentage of the population.
Yeah. And the women that could do it were actually very, very lucky.
Yes.
That's why they never said anything.
Less than 10%.
Less than 10%. Yeah.
Sorry.
But that was my thoughts, man. Hope y'all guys have a good video.
Yeah, we were getting ready to get out of here in about a minute.
Okay.
I was waiting for some more smoke, but it didn't come.
It's been dying down lately with you, huh?
Well, they if they bring their A game and explain what they're about, then we can actually talk about it. But things they can't.
You think that? No, I'm not trying to be rude, man. This is gonna sound fucked up, bro.
Well,
but I don't think that a lot of these people think deeply. I don't think they do.
No, they don't think at all. That's the problem.
Yeah, I think that is the problem.
Don't read. Don't read. Don't think very well, or they don't think things out before talking.
Well, maybe even if they read, they would have something, but they don't even read.
Exactly. No.
And I believe they don't accept the environment for what it is. They have a desire to change it and hope for change, and that's not a depressed feeling or a gloom and doom feeling. It's actually quite liberating because you can find benefits and advantages to it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, it does change. The thing is, what we're trying to get people to realize how it changes. If you want to fix it, this is the way to fix it. But people don't want to fix it that way. They want to sell you on a program that's not going to work.
Yeah.
That's something. Stop trying to sell guys on a program that's not going to work. Okay. Even if it worked for you, you're an exception.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay. You're an exception. Just like Gabe. Gabe is an exception as far as we know. When I say about the people around you, well, I mind my own business. Then what are you up here for? Okay? I've been around a long time, man. In my 60s, I've been around a long time. I've been hit on by married women, okay? Lots of them. That's the world that we live in. Women cheat. It's finally coming out. Women cheat more than men.
Yes.
Surprising who exactly?
Most men will not accept that.
Yeah.
Most men. Well, you know, because you've been on the other side, PK. You're the ones that they cheat with, so you know what the deal is. Okay.
But goddamn, but I mean, like you can even if you didn't have that experience, you should be able to look at human history to figure this shit out. Like you can
Really?
look at you can look at the reproduction rate of females versus males and know like okay, some ain't right here.
PK, hope is a hell of a drug. Okay.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
you're right. You're right. You're
I
right.
mean, I've had guys fight me about this shit. Mom, I've been on Rom's thing where guys said he got 9 chicks, but none of them cheat. I said, come on, man. No, man, I'm that dude. I said, okay, man.
All
Okay, I'm not
right.
gonna fight you over
Yeah.
it.
All right.
Speaking of Rom, one of his best statements is double back home. Double back home, like like you typically go to work.
Yeah.
He said every so often just double back home.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and find out somebody will be saying, my bad.
Yep. That's why he says that.
Most guys do not want to know.
Yeah.
I say 90%. I don't want to know. Because if you knew, you have to change. Something would have to change.
Exactly.
And most guys, they believe that their woman is not cheating. She's gonna be at home baking cookies when they get there. Okay.
Bruh, accept
Yeah.
women. Just stop being in denial. Accept women for what they are.
Sugar, spice, and everything. Nice.
No, that's not what they are. That's the exact opposite.
Exactly.
I have 2 videos about women cheating that got deleted by YouTube. Okay.
Damn.
Let me guess. Hate speech.
Yeah, basically.
Hate
Wow.
speech.
2 of them deleted by I don't bring it up that often because and coming out with social media to find out the vast majority of women actually do cheat.
Yes. Man, I've been in situations at parties or gatherings it's a mix of people talking and they'll ask me, oh, so what would especially the women, so what would you do if a woman or your woman cheated? I said it'd just be over. They expect me like some emotional reaction. I'm like, no, it'd just be over. Just like that? Yeah, just like that. So you're not gonna fight for her? No, why would I do that?
Yeah. She ain't yours no more.
Exactly. That's exactly what I said. Nah, there's no way you're like that. And now I look at especially like my goddaughter's father. Am I like that? Am I like that, Vlad? You guys have no idea.
If I catch you, it's over.
Yeah,
okay?
Exactly.
Now I'm not looking for it, but if I
That's
catch
right.
you, that means that's disrespect.
Yeah, exactly.
In my opinion.
Yes.
Okay? That you didn't actually protect my psychological needs, right? And I caught you. Okay, what are we gonna do? You had to pay a whole lot of money. Or it's over.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think you have enough money. Otherwise, you wouldn't have picked me in the first place. We had that kind of money. You had to pay a whole lot of money. And after that, they be offering you house and money, all kind of shit to get back together. No, that's okay. I'm good.
Oh man, the power shift is immediate.
Yes, immediate. Okay. I thought you didn't need me. Why you offering me shit?
Yeah. Tears stop coming down.
And like Tia Mari and her mascara, right?
Oh,
Some little black tears. You dumb. I'll never call her a dumb bitch. She is a dumb bitch. Okay?
Yeah, I know, man.
You had a motherfucker that worshipped your ass. Okay, worship the ground that you walked on. You walked away from. You deserve what you get. Okay.
Yeah.
Get back out there.
Oh man, it's not what I thought.
In your mid-40s, okay?
Yeah. What did you think this was?
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to pay now, okay?
Yeah.
Someone should send her a postcard or an email with a little heart on it, and it says, "Man up."
Yeah, hold thine own ovaries, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, these bros, when they go back to the streets, they getting treated like the Sabretooth in the Flintstones cartoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he tried to sneak back in, and then Fred just stay out.
Ain't nobody gonna trust you after that, man.
That's right. But you know the interesting part about her is when you see Tamara. Tamara just got pics of her and her family.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ain't part of that. I ain't with that.
Exactly.
I'm not with that. I got my white man. I ain't with that shit. Okay.
Oh my God.
Cause I look at how they met and where he's at when they first got started. He worships her. Okay, that's part of the problem.
Yep.
He didn't respect him anymore.
Yep.
She got bored.
Mm-hmm.
I want to feel excited. Okay,
Yeah.
get your ass out there.
You're gonna have you're gonna have a lot of excited moments and a
Yeah,
lot of lonely nights and tears.
yeah. Them valleys are deep and them peaks are few.
Oh my God.
Anyhow, you Negroes, let me get out of here.
All right.
You're really smart, man.
So what? All right, folks.
Peace.
All right, Dusty, hit it.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
BTS, like, yeah, I've been quiet. I've been listening a bit.
Okay, go ahead. What I'm saying is, Gabe found out what he wanted to find out, man. He found out that
What did he actually find out, like, coming into your
he's
channel?
far more blue pilled than he thought he was. That's what he found out. What the blue pill and red pill actually is, and how morals and conditioning actually really play a part in what people do. And he finds out where he stands on the scale. He's blue pill.
I'll have to run it back, but like, yeah, I definitely do agree with that.
Yeah, and basically, what's his name? Truth is far more blue pill than he actually puts on. And you're selling. That's what he's selling, in my opinion.
Well, like, just so you know, it's like
Why you get up here the
like,
last minute, Chaos?
well, just so you know, BGS, like basically the commentary that you have made, is like I agree with what Truth is saying in terms of like trying to like have proper family structures and stuff like that, but like
Mm-hmm.
the way he's going about it, like I don't agree with that at all.
If the environment actually, you have to change the environment for men to actually come back and do it. That's really the fucking problem. It has nothing to do with the psychology of the men. Okay, you have to change the whole environment, and the environment is not conducive to marriage. That's why it's a bad deal in this environment. And most men that have gone outside this environment have actually said so. It's a bad deal in the United States. If you want to take a bad deal for a purpose, it's fine, but it's a bad deal. All the stats prove that it's a bad deal. Okay, Leader Turner says that it's a bad deal. Okay, that we had all these divorce attorneys that high-profile divorce attorneys said the exact same thing. It is a bad deal for men. We have to be socialized and beaten into actually accepting it. So I understand that if you want to push it, but this is not the arena to actually push it in. I'm not going to push it. I'm going to tell you this.
Well,
But if you really
well,
are wedded to that idea, go ahead and do it.
well, like my issue is like he's just like being really disrespectful to you, and I can't respect that. Because like if you want to get your point across, like get your point across, but like just don't be disrespectful to like who you're trying to act as an obstruction to you getting your point across, basically.
Well, he's trying to embarrass me in front of a crowd so that he will win them over. That's what he's trying to do. That's why he does what he does. He doesn't have an argument to actually defeat what I'm saying. If he did, it would actually present it. He can't. Be just
Yeah,
trying
that's
to lead.
basically what I've been trying to say.
Be just trying to lead these guys back into the plantation. Nigga, what are you doing? Lead them back to marriage. I'm not doing that. But you are. Well, the table. You trying to lead them back to the table. What are you doing? He has to negotiate with that woman that has to get married. Oh, I just present my demands. Bullshit. Come on, man.
Yeah, Encrypted just actually made a great point when he's talking about like that's basically like YouTube dirty Mac, and that's really what's going on
It's
here,
not
and
really what
it's
it is.
really
Yeah.
sad.
Oh, AB's about to go live. All right, AB. We're gonna close it out. All right, folks.
You want to know
Hello,
the
AB.
untrue? The
Honestly.
untrue with him is he needs views, subscribers. That's it. That's why he still links around with certain men in the sector of YouTube.
Why don't you
Because
react?
he has nothing. Why do you think he asked, was begging to say, I need to push me? Why? What worthy or what work you done deserves, like yourself, Beaters, any content creator has a bigger audience, deserve to push your message to grow your audience? Should be a big, better question you should ask him.
Yeah. I mean, how come we just do reaction videos like everybody else?
Because he's not good at it. I mean, if I pay attention to his whole channel and look at through his contest for the whole, I'll say, bro, you should be blessed that you even got 1,000 subscribers doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it took me almost 4 years to get to 1,000 subscribers just to get monetized. Now I'm not sure if he's monetized on this channel. Is he monetized?
I don't know.
Andre?
I don't know if he's monetized or not.
No, I missed Andre.
Yeah, he's monetized. Yes.
Okay.
All right, so that means he just got monetized recently, a few months ago. Okay. So my thing is this. Now that you got over the hurdle, the only thing you do is be consistent and try to grow us better than possible. Well, he doesn't want to do that. He wants a shortcut. He wants a cheat code. Bitches, you should know this.
Yeah, but the cheat code is take shorts and reaction videos. That's cheat code. Use them.
Well, if he's not doing that, that means he has a better purpose, and whatever he's doing is not working, and he needs to do something different. That's my only advice to give him personally.
Dirty Mackin has never worked. You know, it takes you a long time to do grow by doing that. That always has.
Oh, and my question I asked, because now that women revealed that they cheat more than men, was this an article or just a video?
I had to go back and find it. It was actually an article.
Shit. If anything, if I email you, find you send me.
If I find it, I'll send it to you.
All right. Well, I'll remind you when we get off this.
If I find it, I will send it to you. Okay.
Okay. I trust word, master teacher. Oh man, because your power is very much hard to fight.
All right. That's it. Can you do one read? Nope. Check me out on Sunday. Okay, I do my reading. I'm getting ready to get off. If not, you got to email me. If you actually subscribe to my Patreon, and send me an email or a text or something. Okay, I got to do like 3 of them, probably today or tomorrow. If you want to be in that bunch, email me. Everybody wants to read. All right, folks, hit it, Dusty. We're gone.